go, man? It's your boy Isaiah. We're here with another YouTube video. And today, man, I'm just gonna talk to you about, something that I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. And just, information I wanna spread to you guys and just really give you my opinion and really help anybody out who's dealing with the same situation. 3 weeks ago, but coming up on 3 weeks, man, I just said, forget it, deleted social media. And I was never, the type to really post a lot. I'd have my times where, I'd post, a couple times a week, and then, I just don't post for 2 months. And then I just, a couple times a week again, and then just don't post for 5 months. Really just going MIA with it. As I continue to be on it, but not really use it, I was asking myself, like, what is the point? Am I having FOMO? Am I just doing it because I want entertainment? What was the real reason? So, 3 weeks ago, I just decided to just delete it all, deactivate everything, and just really try to build my brain back up to the point where I didn't need social media to feel some type of way. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody uses social media to post their highlights, to post their best moments, but no one ever sees the true grind that we all go through every day that we deal with. So when we post on social media and someone sees it, they feel like, oh man, they're living their best life, not knowing what they did to get to that point. And I feel like social media has a way of really messing with your brain and thinking that your life is good enough for that. You should be doing more, or that, you're not doing enough. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. Social media is a great tool. I'm not gonna lie, you can make money off of it. Easy for information, news gets spread, everything. It's very beneficial. But what comes with that is a lot of mental health. Your attention span weakens, and then you're just using it to get that quick dopamine hit that you never really needed if you just had been happy with who you are in general. Me personally, I've always, been a very confident person and been someone who's not afraid to say what's on their mind. But, when you get on social media and, you're seeing all these people who, are going on vacation, getting job promotions and getting new cars and doing all this stuff, going out every single day, all this stuff that you see, you start to really question your life and really think like, yo, am I doing enough? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I really, successful? And I'm here to tell you that everybody, in your own way, you were put on this earth to do something special. You know what I mean? Social media does not define you. How many followers you have, how many likes you get, that does not define you. And I'm here to tell you that. I know people with hundreds of thousands of followers who don't have any type of friends at all, who are lonely, who are depressed. You know what I mean? That Instagram and TikTok and all these apps, don't be fazed by the lives that they live, because most of it is just a lie. You go out for one weekend and you post, oh, it's the best weekend of my life. I do this every weekend. Now, when damn well you about to go home the next week, and be sitting on your couch doing nothing. You know what I mean? Those are the people that you really can't be jealous of, because you don't know what they're doing outside of when they're not posting on social media. And I'm not gonna lie, I fell victim to that. I see people turning up, I see people going on vacation, I see people doing this, and I'm over here like, yo, why can't I do that? Why am I not doing that? I'm over here grinding, working, living my best life, but I see someone living a better life, and I'm over here thinking that my life isn't good enough. You know what I mean? So I have fallen victim to that. I've had days where everything's going good, and then I see someone who does this, and then all of a sudden, like, my whole mood just changes, because I feel like, damn, am I doing enough? And I'm always the type that I'm never satisfied with what I get, because I always know I can do better. But at a point, it's like, you gotta be grateful for where you're at. And I feel like most people don't wanna fall in love with the journey, don't wanna fall in love with the process. And that was me. I really didn't like having to wait for things that I knew I deserved, even though I knew I had to put in the work for it. But like I said, man, you just gotta trust God. You just gotta trust that He's gonna give you what you want on His time, not your time. And if you see someone getting, a brand new car, you see someone getting a brand new apartment, you don't know who's paying for that. You don't know if it's coming out of their pocket, their parents' pocket, whatever. So you can't assume that, they got it all figured out, because one thing that I realized is that I'm never gonna have everything fully 100% figured out. I'm still learning every single day as I go. I'm still learning how to be a better person, how to, navigate through certain obstacles in my life. You know what I mean? So social media, being off of it, has allowed me to come back to who I am as a person, really try to start from the ground up and put the building blocks back together to build me up to the person who I truly want to be, not who Instagram and social media wants me to be. Ever since, COVID hit, I really been back and forth about social media, like whether I should be on it, whether I shouldn't. I started off deleting Snapchat, 2 years ago. I'm gonna just say this: if you still on Snapchat and you out of college, you are a child and you need to get off, because you should not be on Snapchat. Twitter, everyone thinks that they need these apps to express how they feel and to freedom of speech and all that, but I'm here to tell you that you don't need those apps. They're nothing but a waste of time. If you want to catch up on something, read. If you're one of those people who watches the news, trust me, you don't need Twitter. Just go on the news website. People need to realize there's more to life than social media. Go to the gym, go for a walk, go hiking, socialize without having to use a phone. I'm tired. One thing I can't stand it. I'm guilty of this. Going out to dinner and being on your phone instead of having a conversation with the person, the people that you're with. Or when the food comes, taking a picture of it and taking a video of it to post and make it seem like, you're eating good and all this stuff. Like, you should just be blessed to just be able to eat in general. But I feel like people who show off with the food that they got and everything like that, they just want to feel better about themselves because they want to get approval from other people who are probably not even living their best life. You know what I mean? That small dopamine effect that you get when you are caught up with everyone's news and drama, and when you post a picture and you're getting hundreds of likes or whatever, even if you don't get that many likes, it kills your mood. Don't worry about social media. Don't let social media define you, because I promise you it's nothing but an app. All right? People who design these apps made it so you stay on them. I want y'all to do me a favor and go look at your screen time and see how long you've been on every single social media app. If each one surpasses 1 hour, that is a problem. If you're wasting 1 hour, 2 hours of your day on social media, and let's say you do it for 7 days a week, that's 14 hours you just wasted on social media scrolling through that you could have used to be more productive. If you can't even watch a movie without checking your phone every 10 minutes, or if you can't even read a book without checking your phone every 20 minutes, that's a problem. I feel like we get too caught up on our phones and get too caught up on what other people are doing instead of worrying about the life that we are living and that we're doing right now. And I'm here to tell you that there's more, like I said, there's more to life than social media. And I'm gonna keep reiterating this because I thought, me being from out of state, I live in Arizona currently, but I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. I moved out here 3 years ago. I thought I needed social media to keep up with everybody because I wasn't near them. If your friends are really your friends, they will keep in contact with you, or you contact them. You don't need social media as a way to make sure that everything is good because you don't know what they're up to, really. I feel like the best way to really get to know somebody is to really get to know them, not through social media. How many times have you ever seen someone on social media thinking that their life is great? You see them in person, you realize they're just a regular person who does a regular life just like you. Or even they were lying about what their life was on social media, and you realize that you were probably doing better than them, or you guys are just, both attacking life together. Social media can be very detrimental to your health, and I'm here to tell you that you don't need it. Now, I'm not saying, all of a sudden just delete social media. Some people it's harder, some people, it's harder to just get off. Not everybody's the same. But start small. Take a day, take an hour, you know what I mean? And then gradually work your way to a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, you know what I mean? And you can always come back. But I feel like everybody needs that small break just to reset their brain, just to really learn how to enjoy things without the satisfaction of having approval from somebody else who really probably doesn't even know you and really knows what you've gone through to get to that point. I have a job in social media, so I constantly have to be posting and replying and doing all this stuff, but I don't let it affect me in any other way. I'm not on there creeping on people who I used to follow. I'm on there literally for work. So I post, I get off. Check a DM, get off. reply to a comment, get off. I'm not on there scrolling through everything to see, you know, what's hot, what's the new style, what are the new trends. I promise you, you're not gonna miss out on these trends. One way or another, word of mouth, they will get back to you. But at the end of the day, you should want to be your own person. You shouldn't want to do what everybody else is doing. Maybe you do, but that's just not me. I really like to be different and try to have my own style and try to have my own way of thinking, try to have my own, you know, persona. I don't like following the way everyone else does stuff, and I feel like everybody's different. Everybody in this world is different. Why do you want to be just like somebody else? I'm not saying you can't take little things from everybody and apply it to yours, but if you're wearing an outfit because that person's wearing an outfit, or you're doing that because that person's doing that and all that, then you're just living vicariously through that person, and you're not really being who you are or who you want to be deep down. Have you ever posted, like, you took a couple pictures with your boys, your girls, whatever it may be, you post a picture, right? You start looking at that picture over and over and over, analyzing it, and then you just delete it because it just wasn't the picture that you wanted. That's because you're so caught up in what other people are gonna think, if it's gonna get enough likes, are people gonna comment on it. What if it gets 0 likes? It shouldn't matter because you posted it because you wanted to post it, not because someone else, you know, is gonna give you the validation for posting such a great photo or posting such a great reel or whatever the case may be. Do things because you want to do them, not for other people. And I feel like social media has gotten to the point where everyone's just doing stuff to one-up one another. We're not over here trying to help each other. We're not over here trying to really get outside our comfort zone and, you know, really experience life the way it's supposed to be. Anyone who was born in that millennial time frame, y'all know summertime, when we were kids, we were outside all day. We play video games every now and then, but summertime we outside, 10 to 10, outside, having a good time, not worrying about social media. Social media ruins relationships. Don't let social media take over your life. Don't let social media be the one-all be-all and be the only thing that you can use to connect to people. Go outside, connect with a real person, meet real people. Don't be antisocial, stuck in your house when you can go outside and meet so many people, experience so many different things. And that's one thing I had to sit about and really think. I'm like, I want to live a better life. Get outside your comfort zone. Do things that make you uncomfortable, make you feel some type of way. We all know that feeling when we're uncomfortable, but that's when we grow. That's when we learn to really become the person we want to be. And we're growing every single day, 1% better every day. That's what I tell myself. That's what you should tell yourself. Try to be 1% better. Be better than you were yesterday. The reason why you keep waking up every day is because you're getting the opportunity to be better than you were yesterday, the previous day. So for anybody who may be struggling or may need more help, just reach out, man. I'm always here. I'm always trying to help. I'm always trying to do better for the YouTube community, anyone who's following, subscribing, whatever the case may be. Social media doesn't have to be, you know, your way of life. There's way more out there. I promise you, if you just take the time to really just take a step back, get off Instagram, take a break, and really experience life for what it is, you will see that you really do not need social media. Forget the FOMO. Forget, you know, what you possibly could or can or whatever it may be that you might miss out on, or what you might, you know, what your friends might miss out on you doing. If you really want to do something for you, then that social media stuff won't matter. And I know I'm going on a rant, but this is just something that I'm passionate about because, you know, I feel like we've all gotten away from really connecting in person and instead using all these apps to connect that way, which is really not doing anything for us or this world. So I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all really want to be in a better mind space, you really want to be more confident, you know, have more energy and just be your best self, take a break from social media. It doesn't have to be forever, but it should be for an amount of time where you can reset and get your life and get your mind right. I'm Isaiah, man. Thanks for watching this video. Stay blessed.